girly girls, it's Kat and I am back for another video. And I have decided to change in my little Delilah for a bear or a mouse or whatever she is. This is her little making noise. Hello out there again. Look at how cute that is. People, look at it, and it's got little feet on it. I got it from Look. It was, you know, on one of the thingies, the special things. But you know what? She is little, so she gets really cold. I know I'm in Arizona, so I shouldn't complain. But she gets cold for the winter, so she likes her little mouse bear costume. Okay, goodbye, people. Yes. I'll put her down 1 second. Okay, she's running around. Hey, girly girls, it's Kat, and I am back for another video, a few videos. I'm going to do a bunch of videos because I have so much to say, and it feels like I've been forever since I have been on here doing videos, and I've missed talking to everybody. I've been watching them and everything, but I haven't been on here to make one in a while. I'll explain that in another video, but I have to get to this. It is Hanukkah, as you know, or as many of you may know, and we celebrate Hanukkah. And it is the last night of Hanukkah, actually. And traditionally, you don't have to give gifts on Hanukkah, but it's something kind of more of a Western tradition that people have given gifts. I remember growing up, I had a friend of mine, and they gave gifts every night for Hanukkah, and I was like, this is neat. You get gifts every single night. And then the last gift, traditionally, in her family, was that they got a money gift. But that's good. I'm okay with the gelt, with playing the little dreidel and getting a little chocolate gelt, although I'm not eating that right now because I'm still doing my diet. I'll do an update on that in my next video. But my husband, this was on the first night, and we sang, we lit the candles, we did everything. And then he asked me, we said, let's talk about the meaning, the traditions of Hanukkah. And so he said, what strikes you the most about Hanukkah? And I'm going into the whole story about the Persians or about the Greeks and the whole story about it. And he says, no, the gifts. And so then he brings this out of his pocket. And here, I don't know if you can read what it says. Can you read that? It says, Happy Hanukkah for my main candle, Ari. So anyways, and in it, he gave me a gift certificate to Look because he always sees the boxes from Look coming in, so he knows that's a safe bet. And then he got me this, and I am beyond excited because for my husband to do this, who is like, he treats me very well, but he thinks that, you know, a face cream and this makeup and stuff, it's cost too much and all this kind of stuff, and doesn't understand it. And he's a guy, but he knows that I am obsessed with the La Mer products, like my lip gloss, balm stuff that I still have right here by me. Anyways, so he got me this, and this is it. Now, let me tell you the story behind La Mer and why it is so good. I wrote it up on the website so I could tell you. This is a quick little paragraph. Half a century ago, aerospace physicist Dr. Max Huber suffered burns in a laboratory accident. I feel like I'm reading to a class. Neither medicine nor science offered the benefits Huber desperately sought. So he began a personal quest to transform the look of his skin. After 12 years and 6,000 experiments, he perfected the precious, nutrient-rich miracle broth, the heart of La Mer's profound powers of transformation. So, in it, my husband got me 2 products. One of them I had been asking for. The other one, he said that the girl behind the counter told him that this was the product of like the year, and it wins the awards every year. But he got me this. So what he got me was this. Here is the packaging. You know what I like about the packaging is it's because it's so old school. It's like they haven't changed their packaging at all. It's just so old school cool. It's just what started my obsession with La Mer, the Creme, before was because I had always, you know, read People magazines and all these things, and the stars that I used to follow back then, still do a little bit, but they would always say they use the La Mer products and, you know, all this kind of stuff. And so I would hear about it and hear about it. And then at one time I got a little sample. I went up to the counter and asked for a sample, and they gave you a nice little jar. And they're so nice at La Mer. If you go there, you can usually get a sample from them that comes in a little jar. And it's a nice sample because the price of this stuff, that little sample that you get, is like probably $40 worth of product in this little sample. The thing I was doing at first, way back in the day, is I would, it's so thick, it's so rich, it's just a thick cream. I would put it on my hands and I would try to rub it into my face. And it was like, and then back then I was probably in my 20s. So I just didn't think, people in your 20s really, in my opinion, don't need this product. And I'll tell you why in a second. Not that I'm an expert, but just my personal opinion. So anyways, here is the product. Dun da da da! And it comes like this. There's La Mer cream. They even have up to the big one. The big one I'm talking about, they must be buku bucks people to buy the big ones. The big ones are like $1,600 for the big one of this. But you know what? I would never buy that anyways, even if I was majorly loaded, because I would want to keep it always fresh. And there's no way you could go through that much product. I guess it's just probably a status thing to have the big La Mer thing. But it's a heavy, you could like lift weights with this thing. This is a heavy jar on this. Solid, heavy, thick glass on this. Anyways, and here inside of it is the product. And here is the cream. And this is kind of the consistency. It is so thick. I mean, it's you have no idea how thick it was, which is why at first, when you use it, it's a little bit off-putting, because if you try to take this and rub it onto your face, it's like, this is thick, this is goopy, this is weird. But what you do, I learned, is that you take it like this, and then you warm it. I'm not using a lot of it because I really don't want to waste this stuff. But you warm it up between your fingers like that, or in the palm of your hands like this, but you warm it up. And as soon as it's turned from white to like a translucent color, then it's ready for the miracles to begin. So you take it like this and you pat it into your skin. You don't rub, you don't pull, you don't do anything. You pat it in like a rocking motion all over your skin. I'm telling you, okay, it comes with this too, I should tell you. I don't know where I'm going to keep this, but this is nice because you can keep it clean. It's like a little spatula, so you can scoop a little bit of it out like this and warm it up. So if you haven't tried this, you have to try it. Now, I just got into it again because I have been, and I had another sample again. I didn't have the big one. This is the first big one that I've ever gotten. I basically always had samples and never had that many. I just couldn't justify spending this much for it. That's why you get married. And you get married and then your husband does it. No, you do for yourself, ladies. You do for yourself. But anyways, I couldn't justify spending the amount of money for it. And, but I always loved it, but I didn't use it consistently enough. And I still, at that point, don't think I was old enough to see the benefits that you really get from this. Let me tell you, okay, I'll go on. I said I'm all over the place because I'm so excited. This is just such, as soon as I opened it, I said, I have to go on and tell my girls about this. And this is one thing that I have an opinion on about. Okay, sorry if I'm all over the place. But all I can say is what it does is this. Now, you may have your Retin-A products, which I'm going to start using as well. All these products like that you like. You could use this in conjunction with that. This product, I put it on half of my face, literally the first time I used it again. You could see the difference from one side to the next. What it does, in my opinion, is completely plumps up your skin, which is why when I was younger, I don't think I liked it, but I used it wrong, number one. And I wouldn't see the difference because when you're young, you have that youthful plump to your face. You have that baby plumpness. This plumps up your face. It holds in whatever product you want to use or anything. It holds moisture in without it feeling like, it doesn't feel like a mask to me. Now, even as thick as it is, because you use, if it feels like a mask, you're using too much. You just dab it, rub it in, and you just dab it, and it plumps up your face. Ladies, I get it. I get why this has been around for so long. I get why they don't have to change the packaging. I get why it doesn't have to go on sale. I get why it's always, you know, gets all the awards. I get it. Because not a lot of creams have been around for, you know, how long has this been around? 50, 60 years? Not a lot of creams can be around that long and still, you know, because new things, and this has not changed. This is the original stuff that's always been made of. Because it doesn't have to. It's just that good. What it does to me, I don't know if it does, gets away fine lines, wrinkles, all that kind of stuff. You can probably still use your Retin-A for that kind of stuff or whatever you normally use. This plumps up your skin. This gives you that plumpness. Especially for women who live in the colder climates in the winter, especially. So even then, if you're younger, but you have extremely dry skin, I'm not saying that if you have oily skin, you couldn't use this. I think if you're older and you still have a little bit of an oil, it's a different thing. Oil is not the same thing as having that plumpness. This plumps your face. So that's all I can say. It's good. You put it on, and the next morning, it's plump. It's still plump. If you want that, if you miss that, if that's one thing that you're saying you look a little haggard or a little tired or just something isn't right, get a sample, try it on just your cheek area right here, and you'll go, oh my gosh, like immediately. So anyways, okay, I'm not a paid spokesperson. Although if La Mer wants to contact me, send me free product, I will promote your stuff. Not that they really care. Anyways. Okay, that's the one product that I got. Let me reach down here. Okay, got it. Then here is the other product that he got. And then I got a couple little samples in here too. I didn't even see these before. A couple little La Mer samples in here, which are really priceless. Usually, because like I told you, you just need so little of it. Then he got me the eye concentrate. This is the one that the girl told him gets awards as well. Every year for product of the year, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Not et. It's a pet peeve of mine. I was just talking about that with somebody. Anyways, so here's the product. Here is the cream, little jar of this stuff. And this is the cool thing about this. Now this, the applicator, is amazeballs. Yes, I just said amazeballs. Speaking of, there's a story, cute story. My husband, I dared him one time to say amazeballs to one of his customers. I said I would give him $100 if he'd say it. Oh my gosh, am I running out of time? Oh, I gotta hurry. Hurry. I don't know, because on these things, I think you only get 15 minutes. I'm not really sure if it goes over. Anyways, okay. So, this is the little applicator. Okay, how cool. It's a silver, it's a little stainless steel, heavy. You can see that little ball. You put a little bit like this onto the back of your hands, rub the little ball onto it, and go underneath your eyes like that. Same exact thing. Plumps up. Now this really plumps up fine lines, which I'm finding I'm starting to have more of, around your eyes. Feels amazing, has no scent. Just as amazing as the concentrate. Now, they have the creams, the lighter creams, because somebody may want for the face if they think it's too heavy. Don't waste your money on that because it's going to charge you about the same price. Just use less of the intense cream. I'm telling you, if you use it right, you're not going to think it's too heavy. It just takes a little bit of getting used to kind of not rubbing it in, but patting it in. But anyways, I know I'm running out of time. But this is this little wand and underneath the eyes, and it's just amazing. It's seriously life-changing as far as you want that plump youthfulness back to your skin. I think this thing would last you at least a year for this. I mean, well, I don't know exactly. I've never had a big one, but I'm assuming. Anyways, I'm going to come back with another video, and it's great to see you girls again. And remember, keep living the glamorous life. Bye-bye.